This is a program that was 1-11.
And the Buffaloes go to 3-0.
People said he sold a dream, then walked out on the dream.
I got receipts. They have no idea what was going on. It's a new day.
I need everything you got right now.
We couldn't have written this thing any better. This is gonna be a movie one day. A lot of folks sit back on the Twitter fingers and talk about what they're gonna do, and I wanted to go do it.
Do what?
Change lives. Change the perspective of HBCU football.
The legendary Deion, Coach Sanders.
I had to really do my homework and understand the history of Jackson, then the history of HBCUs. I had to do my homework. I wanted to bring solvency to how are we broke? How are we always asking? Why are we always in the deficit?
It's about $1 million to convert a grass field to turf.
Yeah, that's a heck of a rough number. We gave them a whole synopsis of this is your 3 to 5 year plan. This is what I'm gonna do. This is your roster and what you currently have. This is what we could go get right now. I read the stuff that they were saying when they first hired me. I saw the looks when I was on stage of the people twisting their face up.
They were saying, or you felt it, that you only got the job because of who you were, not that you were qualified to have the job.
There you go. Even when I was starting out in sports, I was the one that was not voted most likely to succeed. There was always a problem. It was always that until I got out there and did it. It's not about them. This is about us.
Your first game is going to be against the team that lost to Georgia in the national championship game, TCU.
The Colorado Buffaloes opened the season a 21-point underdog at TCU.
This is a program that was 1-11.
What is success measured at Colorado? You're talking about a historically bad team last year.
We ain't got next. We got now. We ain't coming no more.
And what you need to hear is TCU is about to slap you in the face and they're going to pummel you.
And is hold! Touchdown, Colorado! Dylan Edwards with a score!
You are a 21-point underdog. Do some of y'all understand how much that is?
Right-hand side into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
Yeah, that's fair. That's like, he gonna start saying, I think I can. And sooner or later, he gonna start saying, I know I can. Then sooner or later, he gonna start saying, I did that. God wouldn't relocate me to something that was successful. That don't make sense, do it? I mean, it was an ice storm there our first year. We were taking baths in the darn hotel pool. That's how bad it was. He had to find the most disappointing and difficult task.
Christian Allen, 1D. David Arrington, 4D. Berthy, 1. Isaiah Bolden, 2.
Hey, y'all kidding me, man? We talking about changing the culture. And you can't pass a darn class. While the game was going on, somebody came in and stole every darn thing I had in the locker room. Credit cards, wallet, watches. How? Right now, it's a lot of doubt. I know what's coming, and I cannot wait to open up this gift in 2021 and let the country see it.
You can see the change that's happening at Jackson State.
Under Armour came in, did uniforms, so we have several uniforms. Zenith as well as Rydell for the helmets. The NFL did a great job of helping us with some of the equipment. We got a joining field that now we could practice 2 groups simultaneously, trying to build a whole inclusive cafeteria.
You know, a lot of times you'll watch college football and a lot of the coaches will say, well, it's about building men and all this stuff. It's like, but you're doing things day to day
that we need. This is what I do. Everything I do, I try to do it extraordinarily. I try to have a commitment to excellence. I got to win in every facet of life. That's what winning is. That's our natural odor. We don't even use cologne. Baby, we are winning. We smell like winning around here. I wanted equality. The dream that we want better facilities and we're overlooked and underfunded. I've established that. The dream was I wanted these kids to get the notoriety and get to the NFL. We did that.
The only difference is from good and great is expectation. The only difference from great from best ever is expectation. And I have an expectation for all y'all, I think a lot more than you have for yourself. That's why I'm on you. That's why I keep my foot on the gas. That's why I keep my foot on your throat. That's why I keep my hand around your neck, because I'm crazy enough to believe in every one of y'all, and I got a darn expectation. And what you gonna do about that today?
Sanders had his leg wrapped up and still on his feet. Now we'll go towards the end zone, and it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jackson State.
The dream was that I believe that we could win. I could believe that we could graduate at a certain rate. I believe that we could treat these kids and raise them to be young men. That was the dream.
That was the appetizer. Now anybody get the meal?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That was the appetizer.
And the only way they end this darn game is we let them.
There's a swing pass out of the backfield, little screen caught by Dylan Edwards. He's got men in front of him, running at the 30 to the near sideline to 35-40, up the sideline. Here he goes, on his way to the end zone. Touchdown! A run and a catch of 75 yards.
Everything you saw, we've done a dress rehearsal.
Swings it right side, and it's picked off by Travis Hunter. You have got to be kidding me what I just saw.
That's one. That's one.
Stop overlooking us. Stop counting us out. Stop doubting us. We're here. You could feel it. You could naysay it. You could criticize it. We're here.
Looking downfield, sets his feet, fires it, end zone wide open, end zone, touchdown!
Shedeur Sanders led 3 straight touchdown drives, and in every one of those drives, Colorado had a deficit, and they had to score touchdowns.
I think he had 510 yards passing in a Power 5 football game. And he happened to be my son, and I'm proud of him.
4th down and 9. Morris drops. Here comes pressure. Throws the ball off. Caught on the right-hand side. 45. Got hit around the ankles. And he did not get it. He did not get it. And in the Lone Star State, there is no star that shines brighter than Deion Coach Prime Sanders as Colorado knocks off number 17 TCU.
Now Boulder believes. People in the front office, the fans, the students. Now everybody want to believe. I'm good with that. We got room. I don't even know how my foot got hurt. And next thing you know, my Achilles, the bottom of my foot, the top of my foot just shot. I mean, it's like it was hit by a car. And she said, you're going to have surgery. I said, okay. But my foot is shot and I can't take it no more. I have a high tolerance for pain, but I just couldn't take it no more. How long am I out? She said, you going to have to. I said, no, I'll be back to practice tomorrow. Just give me a knee scooter, I'm straight. I went right back to practice the next day. And they changed my bandage every morning. She said, Coach, your toes are black.
He has actually a blood clot, not in a vein, but it's located in the artery. You can lose your leg.
He was pretty much in ICU for the next almost 3 weeks.
So we had 9 surgeries, 8 within a month. First, it was the leg from knee down because I wasn't getting no blood.
Okay.
Then it was life.
Okay.
Wow. And then it was 2 toes.
Okay.
23 days, now we get ready to go home. And I know my God, there's no way he would have ever allowed me to go through what I've gone through, not to get to what we're about to get to. But Shedeur came and said, Dad, I need you. Until I went down and had surgery, Shedeur never played a game without me. And I'm looking at the game, looking at his passing completion percentage, just slowly going down. Right. He said, Daddy, I need you. I said, I'll be there. So that's the time we played Southern. And I got in the chair. It was freezing cold. I was frail. I lost about 30 pounds. Right. I went to the game. Look at me. Take your time, okay? Make sure to throw, all right?
Ball at midfield. Sanders tracking back. Man fell down. Touchdown, Malachi Wyman as he looks at the defender into the end zone.
And he brought us back that night. Then Shiloh had the game-clinching interception. Right. And it was 21 points on the scoreboard. I was like, God, look at you. 21 points on the scoreboard. Shedeur made a game-winning touchdown pass and Shiloh clinched it. I said, God, look at you.
The Southwestern Athletic Throne belongs to the new kings of the conference, the Jackson State Tigers.
So when you see a challenge, it makes you feel...
It makes me want to go get it. A lot of people want to wait for the challenge to get there. I go get it. Yeah, I'm going. I'm going to get it. I want to go dominate that thing. I want to go swing on that thing. Like, let's go. Hey, don't wait for it.
You ready right now?
Let's go get it.
Now he's going right side of the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
And I don't understand how people can't see our history has proven that we win. We're winners, man. And we gonna win.
Has all kinds of time. Rifles this one. End zone! Touchdown, Colorado!
These 2 games was the most yards I passed for in my career. It's just exciting knowing that it translates and like on a bigger stage, I just feel better.
We're gonna continuously be questioned because we do things that have never been done, and that makes people uncomfortable. These young men in there right now, they believe.
He's gonna pump, he's gonna run, dives, end zone! Touchdown, Colorado!
We didn't just want to win, we wanted to dominate. We wanted to impose our will because the whole theme of the week was dispersion. People were thinking that we can duplicate what we did in Jackson, but football is football. People are people. Young men are young men.
I feel like there are some people that watch your games because they actually want to see you all lose.
That's right. But I'm cool with that because in that process, they get to see all our kids.
Yeah.
And the sponsors get to see our kids.
We know what we have. We know what we teach. We know what we preach. We're going to stick to who we are. The standard is the standard, and we will not move the scale of the standard.
It was what? Personal! It was what? Personal!
You brought Trav with you, Travis Hunter.
He was the #1 recruit in the nation.
If I'm not mistaken, the first 5-star to ever go to an HBCU, a two-way player, tremendous talent.
Check me out, Mom. Throw me that hat.
I promise you, Mama, you send me a boy, you're going to get back a man in 3 years. That's the only promise that we have.
He just let me know how big of an impact I can have on the people, and that's one of the things I want to do. I want to shine a light on our people and shine a light on HBCUs.
Going deep down the sideline, picked off by Jackson State. It's coming the other way.
Hunter avoids one would-be tackler. Hunter has one man to beat, and it's a touchdown for Jackson State.
Jackson State might be the hottest program in America, poaching talented recruits and winning games in equal measure.
College game day showed up to Jackson State.
Yes.
This is unbelievable. This is what we dreamt of. This is how it's supposed to be.
See all these people, it's real lovely, and just playing at home in Jackson, they needed us to pull through.
Switch!
We did more than we were expected to do.
Correct.
We just did it so expeditiously that it overwhelmed you and you thought it was easy. What would normally take someone several years, we did it in 2.5.
Right.
And Jackson State back-to-back SWAC champions.
We brought the light. We hit the switch. Everything was dark, it was gloomy. These guys deserve it. I'm thoroughly happy with what we accomplished.
And what do you leave behind?
Hope that it can be done. I've chosen to accept the job elsewhere next year.
It's prime time in the Mountain Time Zone. Colorado hiring Deion Sanders as its new head coach.
Sometimes we outstay our time at certain places and certain things because we want to leave when we want to leave, not when we need to leave.
Were you surprised by the response? Because it got bad. And everybody loved you your whole life, Prime.
But so many people felt like when Prime Time left, so did that hope. The Under Armours and the ESPN game days, they came to Jackson for Coach Prime.
CNN had a segment, is Deion Sanders a sellout for leaving an HBCU? People said he sold a dream, then walked out on the dream. You're a con man.
This is a program that was 1-11, lost those 11 games by 29 points by average. 29.
I think we rid ourselves of 70 young men that was not chosen by us. But maybe 20. Conversations like, this ain't it. This ain't gonna work. The rest of them quit. They quit. The rest of them quit. You talking about changing the coach, you gotta change the mind. But not only that, you gotta change the people. Because they think like they think for a reason. Coach, we always bring the boombox into our position meeting room. Cell phone out, on the phone. That's the kind of junk that was going on. We got a few positions already taken care of because I'm bringing my luggage with me. And it's Louis. You know how hard it is to change that mentality into this mentality that we have? We have a commitment to excellence, all of us. And I get rid of that, and you got a problem? A multitude of them can help us get to where we wanted to go. And we're getting the type of kids that we want and the type of kids that want to go to the next level, want to get a good education, and I can't wait till the public see them get down.
I told them I took my hat off and I took my glasses off, and I said, when I talk to grown-ups, I take my hat and my glasses off. That's what my mother taught me.
What is it today? It's what? He talked about my mama, so it's what? Yeah, he naysayed me, so it's what? He thought I was tripping, so it's what? And after the game, it's gonna be what? Yes, sir!
The buildup almost superseded that this was a football game.
It's okay to make it personal because you got to have something that drives you, that propels you, that energizes you.
Almost every major television show that deals with sports over the last couple of days was there.
You've had a number of superstars already show up here.
Lil Wayne brings the team out.
And sooner or later you're going to have a hiccup. I wanted to beat them down and blow them out, but I knew as a coach, the way we practiced, the way we prepared that week, we're going to have to fight.
And in a tied game in the second quarter, this rivalry game would reach a boiling point.
The hit on Travis Hunter was absolutely dirty.
He made a tremendous hit on Travis on the sideline. You could call it dirty, you could call it he was just playing the game of football.
And with Colorado's best player out for the game, Colorado State took advantage.
It's Colorado State, that's it. They showed up.
They got some players.
And they got some players, man. And Coach Norville.
They were out coaching Colorado. Colorado did not adjust very well.
It's one point in the game I said, we can't let this dude win. His press conference is going to be unbearable if we let this dude win.
28-17, and I'm sitting back. I said, I don't know now, man. I'm just not sure.
But I knew even when we got the ball on the 2 or 3, 4 yard line, I said, as long as the ball in Shedor's hands, we're going to get down this field. I knew that without a shadow of a doubt.
You said Shedeur doesn't get the respect he deserves because he's my son.
He's giving him a pass. He's giving him that. He's giving him the job. You shouldn't have given him that chip. Now he has that chip on his shoulder.
In my own mind, I was thinking Brady mode. Like, he does it all the time. I got to be able to do it. Just talking to him, just, and really just representing him in that way.
Shedeur steps over the pocket, rifles it downfield. Jimmy Hart Jr. eludes a man to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
When the fourth quarter comes around, best in college football, in every one of those categories in the fourth quarter.
When we went to overtime, I told them we want the ball. I want you to put pressure on them, get them out of their comfort zone.
Shedeur takes a snap, drops to throw, scans, throws over the middle. Mikey Harrison, Graham with the 5, touchdown! Touchdown, Colorado!
We showed that we were resilient. We showed that we would fight. That's a lot for a team that's fairly new.
And it's picked off by Trevor Woods, and the Buffs win in double overtime. Prime and the Buffaloes go to 3-0.
Do you believe